I'm an obedient man. I can obey the best of the orders.
Okay.
No matter how big or small.
Are you ready for this?
It opened.
We should get back to the Flore warehouse then.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
There was a... Hey, wait. Did you guys hear something?
What?
You didn't hear it? It came from over there. It sounds like something turning on. See, I told you. The screen wasn't on before.
Right. Guess it was set to turn on when we opened the door.
It looks like an authentication screen.
You
I
remember
think we need to put in an ID and a password.
Yeah, but what?
It's Akane Ishiki or whatever.
Kurashiki, yeah. You remember the password?
No. The lion is eating the sun. The lion is eating the lion. They really like this one here. That's the dumbest.
It's your little teddy
I
bear.
love that one. Oh, of course. This was the real ninth lion. But if that was the case...
We saw none of those deaths on this timeline.
No.
All right.
Oh, Jumpy Doll.
Yeah. That's it.
Temio just gonna be like, what the fuck?
Sigma, look!
Oh, it's the old woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're...
Akane. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. They've been looking for her for a very long time.
He walked toward her. Slowly, carefully, almost as if he was afraid of scaring her away, he reached out.
She's a hologram.
Temioji squeezed his eyes shut.
Akane.
He closed his hand around empty air and let it fall to his side. There was a moment of sad silence, and then she began to speak.
I see you finally arrived. I've been waiting for you. Well, I suppose that's slightly inaccurate. What you see now is a holographic message I recorded before you came here. Unfortunately, this means I will not be able to answer your questions, at least not directly. I hope you will understand. Now, where to begin? You probably have a great many questions. What day is it? Where are we? Who is Zero? And what does he have to do with Akane Kurashiki?
Are you the leader of the hippies?
But I imagine there is one question that rises above all the others. Why were we brought here? The answer to that is simple. Everything that has happened here is part of our plan. All of this was required for the success of the AB project. I assume you heard the name by now, at least. In any event, you were all needed in order to execute our plan. The nonary game was necessary for the same reason. Your question now, I imagine, is just what is this AB project? The answer to that is also simple. Allow me to explain.
Are you ready?
I'm sure it's simple.
The AB project for one
Well,
purpose.
we're not talking about termites yet.
To transport the consciousnesses of two people into the past. Those two people
What do you mean the past? The moments were out of my mouth. I realized no one there could answer the question. Not Fi, not Tenmyoji, and certainly not Akane.
Yeah.
Have you figured out what this room is? I assume you saw the Q on the door. It stands for quantum. That makes this the quantum room.
Sweet. It took me a moment to realize she'd said quantum like 5 times. She changed subjects without even pausing. There was nothing we could do, of course, but I still felt a twinge of frustration.
Take a look at the rear of the room.
Okay, I'll
Do
take
you
a
see that large enclosure? That houses our quantum computer. The systems that control this entire facility run on that machine. That includes the construct you refer to as Zero Junior, as well as the programs. All of them do their thinking in that box. Isn't that strange, though? It seems contrary to how we perceive the world. The body, the thing that you see and interact with, is somewhere else. But the mind and all its thoughts are in this box.
You get the metaphor?
Perhaps it isn't so strange,
Nope.
though. Perhaps humans are the same, with our minds
There it is.
existing separate
Yeah,
from our
I got
bodies.
that.
Our core is in our head, of course. We all have individual brains, think individual thoughts, and act according to individual wills. That makes communication difficult, though. So, we're forced to rely on inefficient mediums, like language, photographs, non-verbal cues, etc., to transmit information. Each one of us
Oh,
is
it's just going by itself.
and we have no direct connection to anyone else. But is that really true? In the dimensions we are most familiar with, yes, it is. If we look at things from another higher dimension,
It's the termites.
we may all be connected after all,
We're
like
termites.
the branches of a tree or a rhizome.
Oh my god, and here we are! You like that? You want to talk about rhizomes?
Yeah. Hamburgers.
Imagine a horizontal cross-section of the root system of a large tree.
I don't need to, we already did one of these.
It's where the roots intersect the plane of your cross-section. Dimensions you see, the roots all appear to be individual things, with no connection to one another. But this isn't the case. If you expand your view and look at the root system in 3 dimensions, instead of only 2,
Yeah,
you see the truth.
humans aren't physically connected like this. Roots are.
But this is an analogy from 2 to 3 because we can perceive that. We operate
I
in 3
understand
dimension.
what she's saying.
Okay.
I just think it's stupid.
It's the morphogenetic field.
I get that.
2 dimensions, they appear to be separate.
This is basically that book,
But if you look at the roots,
Flatland or
There's some
Flatland.
people I refuse to think I'm connected to, even in higher dimensions.
Well,
you see
I understand, but you may not have a choice.
things that
According
might
to the
be
morphogenetic
separate
fields.
from one another in 3 dimensions could be connected to one another if you look at them in 4 dimensions. Doesn't that at least seem like it could be a possibility?
No.
I believe that is how human consciousness actually works. Well, I'm not the only one, I suppose. Zero and I share that belief.
Morphogenetic field theory.
There it is.
Tenmyoji mumbled something that sounded like, and is indeed, nonsense. I opened my mouth to ask him what it meant, but Akane was already talking
There-
again.
Are people who do believe that there's some truth to this.
I know.
999 substantiates a fair amount.
When I
It's okay to
talk
be one of
about
those
a
people.
4th dimension,
No more petting. Just rubbing.
I'm referring to the 4th dimension used in Minkowski space-time. Let's
Do you know
start
of-
with a single
Oh, okay, so she's gonna explain it.
all that exists dimensions and create more lines, and you can create shapes. These are two-dimensional surfaces. Move up to 3 dimensions, and you can connect these shapes to one another. And
Oh, are we gonna talk about hypercubes?
objects. Now you have a 3-dimensional surface, which encompasses a volume of space. Connect 3-dimensional objects to one another, and you formed a 4-dimensional object, which encompasses a volume of both space and time. It is on that 4th-dimensional axis that our minds are connected. If that was true, then what would prevent anyone from sending their consciousness backward or forward in time?
That is the
That
question.
theory is the foundation of the AB project. The A represents after, and the B represents before.
So when I get deja vu,
It
Oh.
probably sounds silly to you. A ridiculous
I like this theme.
story
Yeah.
made up by a man.
You know what it's called?
Kane's theme.
No. It's called morphogenetic sorrow. Sorry.
Ow, my fucking ear.
I'm sorry. Look at that.
You're like Pennywise laughter over here.
You've seen many different worlds and timelines, haven't you, Sigma? And what about you, Fine? I know you have too. Am I wrong?
It's so good.
You should know what I'm talking about as well. I believe you experienced something very similar nearly half a century ago.
There's our clue.
You sent your consciousness to the past to help save a little girl's life. It was a long time ago, but perhaps you still remember.
Yeah, of course I do. How could I forget? That little girl was you, Akane.
Suddenly it felt like Fi and I were outsiders trespassing on something we had no right to see.
Which was spoilers for 999.
Tenmyoji's face was taut with emotion as he looked into
Oh my
Akane's
God.
eyes. It seemed almost like she was looking back at him. Their dead eyes.
Unfortunately, my time is up. The final stage of the project will begin very soon. I need to go prepare. The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story. So come and find me.
So the meta of the game is that the whole purpose of the game is to teach Sigma and Phi to jump timelines, which is how we played the game. It's just, oh my gosh.
I'll
Okay.
be waiting.
Why couldn't they just do that with a regular experiment? Why'd they need to
One
like
last thing.
have death be a component?
They will actually answer that question.
Like why play a non-Ori game?
Is it alive or is it dead?
It's both.
Sigma, Phi, you will decide its fate.
Kill the cat! Kill the cat!
Bye.
Wait! Akane, wait!
He can't fucking hear you.
Oh, Tenmyoji, I can almost see you. You don't need to worry. Everything
What?
is going to be okay.
She just responded to him.
I will
She
see you again
predicted.
one day. I promise.
Oh, that's so sad.
But I'm going to have to ask you to wait
You waited 50 years!
longer.
She just said half a century.
Wait!
But she's dead.
Akane!
Oh my gosh, it's your thing!
I got it!
It's your
That's
thing.
what I used to do at 999.
Well, yeah.
That's all I remember from our playing these games is me shouting Akane's name a lot.
And then she was gone.
Tenmyoji collapsed to his knees, his back hunched and shaking. I saw tears laying on the white-knuckled fists he pressed against his thighs. I kept quiet. What was there to say? Fire and I looked at one another and nodded silently. With a shaking hand, Tenmyoji pulled a photograph
That's-
out of his pocket.
There she is.
It was a picture of a girl, full of life and hopes for the future, that she wasn't going to become a psychopathic scientist. Her smile was enough to break your heart, and her evil plans were enough to break your spine.
Yeah, she's... There's something to her.
God, she must have gone through graduate school or something. We made our way to the warehouse on floor A and met up with the others. It took only a few minutes to decide to head
To head to the infirmary.
to the infirmary. As soon as we arrived, we began to treat Alice and Quark for Radical 6. I gave Luna the Accelavir I'd found in the Q room. She quickly prepared it and... Oh.
Yeah. Nice.
Injected Alice and Quark.
Thank goodness. It will take some time for them to recover completely, but they should be fine.
Good.
Indeed.
Thank you, Luna. And thanks for finding the medicine, you guys. Thank you so much.
Don't sweat it.
No need to thank us.
We're all getting along.
Timioji said nothing, just walked over to Quark's unconscious body. He took the small boy's hand in his own and held it tight. I could see tears at the corners of his eyes as he turned away from us. Well, poor Tenmyoji. Poor
Yeah.
Junpei. Why'd he change his name?
He didn't. It's just his last name. Junpei's his first name.
Oh. Suddenly I remembered. Dio. Where had he gone?
Where do you think he is?
Off planting bombs. Or is this... We solved the bomb issue on this timeline?
Yeah, we just did. Yeah, before the puzzle. It didn't take me long to find him.
He was sprawled unconscious on the floor beneath the sink. Handcuffs?
Oh, we found those in the crew quarters. Before you returned, we went to check on the bomb in room 2, and we found them there. Of course, the bomb was indeed turned off. Thank you again for dealing with them. You are, quite literally, lifesavers. You have my eternal gratitude.
I coughed awkwardly and looked pointedly around the room. Thank you for that. I glanced over at Phi to see she was doing the same thing.
Okay.
Why are they all looking awkwardly around the room? After that, we headed back to the 4A warehouse to play the AB game. Specifically, me, Phi, K, and Luna. Clever Temioji decided to remain in the infirmary just in case something happened with Alice, Quark, and Dio. Luna would represent Clover's team. With Quark and Dio sleeping, K would represent their team by default. Which left me, Phi, and Temioji. You should vote.
No, I'll let you handle it. I chose Betray in the last round. You probably don't trust me right now.
What? That doesn't matter now.
Excuse me, I apologize for interrupting, but I think you should be the one to vote in the next round fight.
Why?
You already have 9 BP. There's no reason for you to choose Betray now. You see?
Hey, you're acting like I might actually try and betray her.
Not necessarily.
What does it matter what he's suggesting? We're almost there. We just have to play the AB game 3 more times. Then we can all get 9 points. But that means each representative has to choose ally all 3 times.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. I'll vote. You sure you're alright with this, Sigma?
Yeah. I mean, no, but yeah.
Well, we all have this. We saved the world together.
I handed her the star key.
Shall we open the doors?
And Ambidex get 45.
Oh, right. We have to wait for the deadline.
Oh, well, we could vote earlier, but then each voter would be stuck inside the AB room for 45 minutes.
Okay, let's go back to the infirmary then.
I agree. Please, lead the way.
Luna and Kay set off toward the yellow door. That was a pointless meeting. I was about to
Hold on.
follow.
I just remembered something.
What?
The AB room on the left, in one of the other histories, she...
Oh, yeah. You're right. Connie's body was in there. What does this mean? Why didn't we find her body this time?
Maybe because she wasn't murdered.
But how? When did history change?
Do you remember what Akane said?
The cat in the box. Is it alive? Or is it dead, Sigma? Fine. You will decide its fate.
The Schrodinger's cat thing?
Exactly.
I wonder what she meant about us deciding its fate.
Perhaps she was saying her own fate wasn't decided yet. The history where she's alive and the history where she's murdered are both real right now.
What? No, that's impossible. We've already opened the box. We opened the door to this AB room and there was no body.
No cat.
No, we haven't opened the box. We haven't found a body. But we haven't found her alive yet either. In other words, we haven't actually observed her. The hologram was a recording from before this game started.
The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story. So come and find me. I'll be waiting.
You got it. Where was Akane now? Where was she waiting for us? Was she at Pizza Hut? Or what if she wasn't anywhere now? What if she was waiting for us in another timeline? Or what if she was waiting for us in the past? Was that even possible? If she was, what would that mean? Can't Sigma just jump to like an earlier part of his life? Like before he was captured in this? Notice he can only jump to parts in the Nonary game.
Well, then these games are training him to jump. So for now, he's only jumping within the controlled environment.
But
We got locked out again.
are you serious? What the fuck?
Look at that.
You gotta be shitting me.
A new destination has been added to the flowchart.
Well, no, the thing is, like, he can jump back before he was kidnapped.
Well,
What's stopping him from doing that? Not his training.
did you see?
Are you kidding? Oh,
A new place.
it's way back before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, this is with Phi? When we wake up?
Let me just hit save real quick.
Damn, it feels like my head's gonna explode. I've read this before.
Yeah.
Where the hell am I?
The puzzle is unsolved.
Looks like an elevator, but...
No, this is one of the AB rooms.
Gah, who the hell are you? And what the hell's an AB room?
Damn. I guess you did lose your memory after all.
Memory? Memory. It's like, it's getting closer.
It's getting closer.
I remember.
I'm the it.
You're Phi. She grinned.
Check
When
your
is
bracelet.
this? It's a red pair. BP is 3.
Mine's the same.
Does this mean this is the beginning of the game? We've gone back to when we first woke up?
No, not quite. I think we woke up a little earlier this time.
How do you know?
Push the buttons on the side of your bracelet.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 hours, 15 minutes.
We didn't wake up this long before the primary doors opened last time. I think we're about an hour early.
Wait a minute. If you're right.
Yeah. Akane might still be alive. We
Ah.
got back before I think.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Right. We're here for one reason.
To stop her from getting killed.
Exactly.
Let's move. We need to get out of here
Don't
fast.
need to tell me twice. Let's go.
Don't. No, 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 no.
It's okay.
We have to do this again?
Yeah, we have to do the whole thing again.
Alright. Oh. Alright.
Yeah. We know the password.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the game is... Alright.
Wait, we never got the secret one.
Okay, I'll go back. So that's 2 rooms. This and the, that I'll have to go back and do. Moon, Moon, Sun.
Can you just do it now?
No.
You can't solve the puzzle in this
I
room?
don't feel like it. I just wanna... shoot. Yeah, I'll take care of it off screen. So I don't wanna... Alright.
Why'd she say cracker?
I'm not sure. I'm mostly just trying to get out. Let's see.
Why wants a cracker?
Wait, where's the key?
It's right there.
I don't think that's where it goes. Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, come. They waste a lot of time. Alright, time to push the button. This text to me is superfluous.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that they're trying to be charming, but it's like... I forward through it.
Hey, you pushed the button.
Alright. We're done. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Did you say dumb and squeezy?
Lemon squeezy, like
I'm dumb and
squeezy the
squeezy.
lemon. Fine, I climbed up through the hatch and out onto the top of the AB room. It took us only a moment to spot them. Oh boy, she's just standing there staring at the wall. That's funny.
That's you.
I would wear a dress like that.
And you're just staring at the wall.
Behind her was Dio. He was moving quickly and quietly, a knife glinting in his right hand. Okay. It's time to do her a save. There was no time to yell to her. I scrambled down from the top of the AB room. Fi wasn't following me. When I looked back, she was standing on the roof. Fi,
what the hell are you doing?
Oh.
Get down here, and before I could finish, she moved. She ran across the roof, launched herself into the air. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
What the?
He's fine. Just unconscious.
I bent down and held my fingers in front of his mouth. He was still stupidly breathing.
I don't think he saw me. He probably has no idea what happened to him.
Guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
He had it coming.
Ha.
I heard footsteps come to a stop right in front of us. I looked up.
So you came.
Ha.
I've been waiting for you. You're here to hear the rest, right?
Wait. Just... what the okay, just tell me, lady.
The hell is your deal?
I'm so tired of all this shit. How can you be so calm? If we hadn't showed up just now, you'd
have been stabbed in the heart by this young man and died. Yes. Although, that reminds me, I haven't thanked you yet.
Are you gonna wear a swimsuit for me?
You want to see the...
I very much appreciate
Akane,
you saving me.
Belly! I like this track so much,
What?
too.
Hold on. How do you know about being stabbed by Dio? Are you an Esper too?
Yes, indeed I am.
She looks very bored.
I know.
Able to jump through time, just like you.
She looks high as fuck. Then what the fuck were you thinking? If you knew he was going to stab you, why were you going to let him do it?
Because I had to.
You what?
Think back. Why are you here? If I hadn't been killed by Dio, no one else would have been murdered.
Hers is the first death that sets off all the deaths.
Consequently,
Yeah.
your own abilities would never have manifested. I did explain, didn't I? The purpose of the AB project was to send the two of you to the past. Or your minds, at least. In order for that to happen, some death was necessary. When a human brain is faced with danger, its processing speed increases.
That's important.
Information is processed more
Yeah, that's the Radical 6 stuff.
and time
It's the opposite.
almost seems
Yeah.
to slow. A few seconds can feel like an eternity.
Radical 6 slows down your processing speed.
Unfortunately, that in itself isn't enough to send oneself through time. The amplitude of the consciousness is simply too small. In order to increase the amplitude, we need to slow down the brain before the increase happens. It's a little like a slingshot.
Ready
Pull
for a
back
dumb
on the
metaphor.
rubber band and then let go. The potential energy you stored in the band is released and converted into kinetic energy. That's what fires the bullet out of the slingshot. Now, while a slingshot can only fire in one direction, your mind isn't similarly limited.
What did you smoke in that AB room?
When the bullet of your consciousness is fired from the slingshot of your brain, it travels past the three-dimensional world and into the four-dimensional
Are you
world.
okay?
Can I shoot myself from my brain right now then? With the brain
From
bullet?
that perspective, time is no longer fixed.
It's so good.
In other words, you can travel to the future.
Feels like this game has lasted like 83
whenever
episodes.
you like. Your consciousness
not done yet.
has been released from the three-dimensional
mind.
cage.
We don't know who Zero is. Like,
In
yet.
order for that to happen, I had to infect you with Radical 6.
Oh my god.
So, this is the confirmation that we're infected with
In
Radical
order
6.
to make heads or tails of this, you have to smoke an AB blunt.
We're infected with Radical 6?
Yes. Don't you remember, Sigma? Luna should have told you about it in another timeline.
Are you sure? Infecting all of these people with such a horrible disease?
Everyone's infected. Everyone is
Every
sick.
single one of you has been infected. Well, apart from Luna, of course. Unfortunately, it was necessary. We needed to slow your minds in order to store up the potential energy. Then we provided a dire situation that would accelerate your processing speed. The result is what you are now experiencing. Your consciousness now occupies four-dimensional space-time.
Just like that.
Even that, however, wasn't enough.
The track is so good.
You had the ability to travel, but your memories could easily be lost during the trip. If the project was to succeed, you had to be able to retain everything you learned in each reality. That was the reason you were forced to jump so many times. With each jump, your ability to remember improved.
Oh, you know what? Let me, since we've jumped a few times. Oh, it hasn't
It
faded.
is getting...
But
No,
yeah,
it
it-
is getting more... Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, you would be able to retain everything. That is why we made you play the AB game. That was why you had to select different chromatic doors. By forcing specific choices, we could cause you to make more jumps.
There you have it. The meta of the game.
Uh-huh. I get it. I think I finally understand. Well, okay, there are a lot of things I don't understand, but all of what you just told me makes no sense. You did all of this so that Fire and I could jump through four-dimensional space with our memories intact,
Yes.
right? Stupid. But why did you need us to do that? People have died for this. I mean, let's count how many different ways people have died.
Murder, antimatter explosion, suicide, I've died, so has Fi, so have you, and everybody died.
Yes. No. We need to see all the deaths. And the explosions. So why would you do all this? Because you're batshit. What does it matter that Fi and I can jump through time?
Haven't I told you? Death was unavoidable. You are all destined to die.
And this is where Akane shows her, like, psychopath nature.
Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
Do you like her ring?
I already know all that. Yeah, she really likes the stone.
Yes.
You think it would have blocked the knife from penetrating her heart. What I'm asking you is why? What is so goddamn important that it's worth all this?
Ah. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
We're not giving an answer.
You gotta be kidding me.
Eventually.
In a future not very far from now.
Bullshit. That's not good enough. Why can't you tell us now? Instead of answering, Akane knelt down next to Dio and picked his knife up off the floor.
I'm going to keep this with me.
Don't change the subject.
But it's almost time.
What are you talking about? We got plenty of time.
No, in a few moments you'll return to the original timeline.
What?
This is the way it has to be. Don't fight it. Lagomorph.
Yes.
Lagomorph?
There's his real name. You kept calling him Labomorph with a B, but it's a G. You refused to let me correct you, but now the game is correcting you.
No, it's Labomorph.
My dear fiance.
You call him Zero Jr. His official designation is Lagomorph.
Lagomorph, a genetic
Lagomorph,
field.
this is an order. Unlock my bracelet.
Compliance.
That's what I should do when I'm obeying your orders. I'm just gonna say compliance.
Okay.
Now, everything is in place. I have put the bracelet onto Dio. All we have to do is place his body in the 5th AB room, the second one from the right.
That's the one Quark is in, right?
Correct. I will move him. I will also put your bodies back into the 3rd AB room. Once that's done, I will reset its puzzle to an unsolved state.
Why do you need to do all that?
To recreate the history that you remember. Your consciousness is about to leave your body and return to the future. Your body will be emptied, and your other consciousness will jump back in. If your bodies are
I thought we had one consciousness.
AB room by then, it would be bad.
So you're saying some version of us is going to wake up in that
Infinitely
room and
many.
repeat the same history
It's not
again?
one.
Well, I guess this could actually be our second or third time.
You are exactly correct. Lastly, I'm going to leave this with you.
She paused and pulled something out of her pocket. It was a small key attached to a string?
I'll tie it onto your ankle so that you won't lose it. All right, Sigma?
So cartoony.
You like his shoe?
Here's my foot.
Yeah. Oh, well.
What's it say on there?
Tu fui ego eris.
2 feet,
It's Latin.
ego heirs.
It means, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be.
Oh,
Yes.
it's like on those graves, those tombstones.
Yeah.
How
We
you
saw
are,
that.
how you are, I once was. How I am, you shall be.
It will help you meet someone who's very important.
We'll figure it out next time
Oh.
on Saturday Gaming.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
What the fuck is the key for?
I know what's about
Stay
to happen.
tuned, and
Yeah.
we'll find out together.
Yeah, let's
Da da da.
da 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 da.